Okay, I see myself too many times on the screens. It's just a little disorienting. So yet another idea that I thought of. I was just reviewing the video that I just shared, and I was gonna make a segue into geodesic domes. So it looks like the biggest one is in Saudi Arabia. I don't know if I can share images because of copyright and whatnot, but I just Googled the largest geodesic domes and looks like this is the one. And I don't know if these are actual images because the actual images look a little different. Uh, it looks like you could put a couple of football fields in this new structure, but I was thinking it doesn't necessarily have to be a geodesic dome. It can just be a big like facility. And so I Googled what's the biggest stadium, right? What's the biggest structure worldwide? What did I exactly Google? Okay, largest dome. I guess it depends on what you Google. So Google's just going to get you the results that you're looking for. I guess we're looking at well, if I Google largest single stranding structure, is going to probably come back with something like the CN Tower, which is not what I want. I want to be able to maximize the surface area with regards to not enough. We want space in between, right, for this idea to flourish. So this looks like this is the biggest, according to Google, the stadium in the world. Something like this could work. And the idea at this point is instead of doing all of this, you build the CCW, you do this, and you like basically this would remain the shielding, the two layers of the structure itself, because you could build one and then slightly bigger than that, and then you could have something like like anyway. So I'll get to the idea. What I was thinking was, what if we just build something like this, but instead of housing it at a stadium, you build it for the Heliogen. Next, what you do is you'd put, I think I use yellow to make, you'd put lenses here. So imagine that was east, right? No, well, east is usually on the, anyway. So if that was east and the sun's coming up like this, so then um, you would have some kind of an arch, and let's draw that in black, right? So the arch would go, I don't know, like this. You have multiple arches, right? So you have like chains or conveyor belts, or I don't know, maybe just tethers. Like you can roll up lenses on it. Whatever takes the least amount of space in terms of actually building the thing itself, because what you really want is the the lenses there, I think. So you'll put the lenses here, right? Now the thing is, the lens has to be a particular distance from the towers now. So I don't know, I think this will stand out. So I'll build the towers here. How can I do this? Do a thicker line I can use. I'll just build it like this. So imagine this is the tower now. Okay, I'll just build it like this. This goes back to the tower that's here. So now the concave lenses have to be at a particular distance from the tower, right? So then what you're gonna do is, actually you don't have to put tethers. You don't have to put lenses on the tethers. What you're now gonna do is you're gonna have robotic arms hanging from the ceiling. This is crazy, but this could work. So you're going to have robotic arms, really long robotic arms, hanging from the ceiling. And the lenses are going to be controlled by these robotic arms. So there's going to be some like mesh, or like some structure. This is all going to be open like plastic or glass. But this robotic arm, so now envision that actually that's too big. This is the ceiling now, right? And the lens is somewhere here. But the lens doesn't have to be affixed to the thing. So if you put it on a robotic arm, what this robotic arm can do is then it can have like a, what do you call that? Uh, when you extend something like some kind of extension, you know, when you have like this pointer thingy, you open it up and it opens up in 3 different layers, like just some kind of extension, or you have that toy where you press it and it it's like it's a claw. So some kind of extension like that. So it's like one encased in the other, and that's what the robotic arm would be. And it's gonna have like you can have the wires within it or outside, but you basically have some kind of thing that does this, right? And then you, the idea is really simple. You put the arm on the ceiling, and then you attach it through some mechanism to the lens, and then you modulate the lens. You can make the lens really big, depending on how many of these, depends on the map. So then you keep moving the convex lenses with respect to where how the sun is moving. And yeah, I guess, well, now that I think about it, how much more efficient would this be versus just putting mirrors on the floor? And you could do some simple back of the envelope calculation in order to be able to come up with an answer to that. I was just trying to increase the throughput. I was just trying to increase the throughput for something like Heliogen. Because solving this problem could help, like, I don't know if this is a problem to be solved here, to be really honest at this point, but increasing the throughput here and making it more safe will help with the scalability aspect. It was like the first thought I came up with when I first started thinking of Heliogen. Anyway, so I don't know if this is going to really help, but this idea is to put the lens directly on the ceiling, but instead of affixing them there and then to just move, because the lens are going to refract and converge at a particular distance. To solve that problem, what I'm saying is put a robotic arm with some kind of funnel extending out of that robotic arm, and then the thing is grasping the lens and then controlling the movement of the lens in order to be able to redirect solar rays to the tower. The other thing, in addition to that, that can be done is the towers can be put on movable, the floor can move. So if this was a portion of the floor, then you have another portion of the floor, and then another portion of the floor, and then another portion of the floor. And they would move without the need to necessarily only move one structure. So it's more like a dance. The lens are going to move based on the robotic arms. They're going to move in at least 3 dimensions, say 4 at that time. But they will move up and down, sideways, and diagonal. Well, 3 dimensions basically. Yeah. Oh well. Maybe I'm gonna stop thinking about Heliogen. This is like a virus. It's such an interesting idea. I keep thinking about it. I gotta stop. Okay. May others build up on these ideas and share them directly with Heliogen. I don't know anyone there.